What's up YouTube, it's Filipich here, and let's go right into this universe explanation part 1. Now, never before explained universe, but I guess it's time. So we have our knowledge, not yet, but okay, we'll get to there. So I'm ready, are you ready? Okay, you're ready, let's go. So let's go first everything we need to do before we get to universe. So these are called things, like I showed before on the first 9, on the 8th level. Those are the things. Things are ideas that are not yet created by human. And this one, it's only a thing. It can be knowledge. So if we go back, shit, no more copy paste. I mean, no more normal doing. Okay, so the knowledge is on second stage, so we can draw this again, but there is no point. Okay, so these three are first level. Something like that. And these are the two. So that's called I call it a ladder. So like before your spot, you grow up, and then you're humans that is split in two. So you're man and you're woman. So first off, it's think or doing. When you do, you only do. Then it's know. There is when you start to know things. Then there is a learning. There's when you start to learn things. Then there is a listening, speaking, looking, watching, tasting, and improving. So it's exactly the same as before. As a stone, you do things, you just do. As on nature, you know things because you need to know how to grow and so on. And learning is on animals, because if you look at animals, basically every single animal have a different spectrum. One are water animals, one are angry animals, one are just different animals, for example. And if you are an animal, you basically learn yourself. You're learning who are you, what do you do with your nails, for example. If you have really sharp nails, you learn how to smell and so on. Basically in the first stage you're an animal that just learns everything about animal, because that's nature, right? This one is humans. So you learn how to listen at first one, so you learn how to work. You need to listen to know how to work. Then you can speak like a creator, right? You create, you give off yourself stuff, you speak, because listening is going inside, but as a talented person you got outside, you're speaking. And the first one is looking, which means that these how do they say, geniuses, they only look, they do usually create all the time, but they only observe how life works and so on. And on the top is watching. I mean, the looking and watching can control the world. And then on the top we have a tasting, which means that ideas and so on are in the tasting zone. And then the top side is create. I mean, the top side is goddammit, creation. Improving. So improve on the top. Okay, so let's go forward. Now the universe, right? Now when we know the ladder of 9, if you keep doing the ladder of 9, you will get everywhere. So first thing you need to learn is perfect spiral. That's the perfect spiral. That's how galaxy works. That's a galaxy. I mean, that's rotation of galaxy, right? Something like that. Here we go. That's a galaxy, right? It's kinda inside, but they're technically doing a perfect spiral, as you can see. So what is perfect spiral? Well, thanks you ask. Perfect spiral is, if you ever, the first tutorial was how to create first dimension, right? It's to move forward. It's to push on yourself so you move forward. If you rotate the pushing around you, you will start to make that. And now if you want to perfect spiral, how this works, if you put yourself on the edge and you rotate like that, you'll just do this. But how exactly can you get smaller all the time? Which means that when you push on this side, you need to all the time create more and more and more push-ups around you faster. So that's you, right? That's the pod. That's before first dimension. If you press only on this side, which means that you will start to put away from yourself and you will start to move in this direction, right? But if you move it like that, you will start to do in this direction, right? Like a circle. So what you need to do is to do here and here and then here and then here. So you're basically speeding up rotation so fast that you basically start to getting smaller and smaller, because the smaller it is, faster it goes, right? So when you get to 0, you can stop and you can get into the opposite direction once more time. This will actually stop and it will solid it. That is like something that solid is strong and won't be destroyed so easily. So if you look at the galaxy, okay, so here's our solar system, right? And this is the galaxy spiral. So my beliefs go that basically there is where you start. We started inside center of this, right? But we're slowly moving the perfect spiral away from, and we are a lot of way, which it's not nice. Means that we're basically, I mean, look at this. We're basically from extinction so small amount, because the spiral is bigger than it's get, less is important. So it's getting away. It's called fading. And when you say someone, oh, you're fading away, you're kind of losing yourself, you're moving ideas, you're getting in the zone that there is nothing else. So now that we know that our galaxy won't be anymore supporting us because it's spinning with perfect spiral into the opposite direction, well, one day we're gonna just be removed. Okay, so that's the universe. Not yet. Let's learn the fading. There are humans and so on in your ball. That's a first dimension. I always use a dot. I call it a point. And that's a point. And you won't believe you're not alone in the universe, which means there are multiple points. And let's start with speaking, because speaking, if you know the letter from before, speaking is basically it's do, know, learn, listen, speak, look, watch, taste, improve. Those are the 9 of letter that will match everywhere. So you start here. That's talking now. That's on the before watching. So you move like here and you're like, okay, now we're just explaining what we're doing. We're moving with speaking. Now it's more reality than before. So let's speak now. We move, and that's a, let's say that's a telephone point, a telephone. We move and we speak. Oh, do you know what happened yesterday? Oh yes, I went to the telephone shop. Because that's a point, that's how speaking works. And we can speak about telephone or we can move away. So let's speak about telephone. Yeah, that telephone is really great. It's actually extremely cool, but I like better. But that telephone was actually extremely good, right? Now we are talking about the point of telephone. If you want to make a telephone point, you just do that. Now the telephone is mine. I want that telephone. Get it? You go through that point, because the point was telephone. Let's say this telephone is garden. Okay, but let's forget now telephone. Let's go to the garden. Do you like a garden? and this is a house. No, but I like house more. I think I'm gonna buy it, but no, I'm not sure. So the points, like in the language, you can speak about points, and you can say, but that doesn't make any sense. What's point of that? It means that someone who talk about trash talk, it's called. So that's trash talk because there is no point. It's not a reality. And when you say, what is your point exactly? I don't know, because the point is even knowledge and so on. So let's go further, right? The points are less than dimension, right? These are less the first dimension and so on. So that is the speaking, that's how we speak as a humans in some 2D with points represented. Now that's you, by the way. So the point is a point, and this is a circle. Circle is already done. Think, I call it the knowledge, because if you know from this ladder from 4 or 10, all are the same. So right now, if you speak, then you say, I want to do that, you have to speak exactly like that. I am me and I do this good. Now it doesn't need to have point, but someone will say, where did you learn that? You know, because where did you learn that? Because that's knowledge. Point is a point, and circle are knowledge, and spheres are learning. I mean, that's obviously normal, because my goal is there that I mean, that's the ladder of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the bottom is doing, or point, or stone. The second one is knowing, or nature, or growing. The third one is sphere, or learning, or animals. And that's a work. That's talent, creature. That's genius. Those are government, and obviously that all are together. These are for humans only, and this is for nature only, and this is for supernatural only. Ideas and perfection. Okay, so that's it for now, guys. Thanks for watching. My name is Philip. See you next time. Goodbye.